So today we will be doing some crown molding in the home that I'm working at, and I thought I'd walk you through some steps and techniques that I use to do crown molding. So let's head over to the bedroom we're going to be working on. So first thing you want to note is that on every house you have what they call inside corners, and then right over here is what you call an outside corner, and the cuts are a little different for those, so I'm going to show you how to make those cuts on the saw. So here you have my saw set up. I basically draw lines across here. I make a line, I'll hold my molding up here and then nice and flush on the top and the bottom, so I know where the cut where it needs to be held to be cut. I'll scribe the line across there, and then I'll basically just shift it this way for my 45, and then I will scribe the lines going here again. I'll scribe it across here again and then shift it around this way and make another line there. So that way you have your 45 lines. So I'm going to take my measurement here. This is the from the inside edge of the wall here to the outside. And it looks like I got about 19 and 5/8. So you want to measure from bottom to bottom and then right to that corner there. So this is going to be my outside right edge as I'm facing the wall. I just put it on here, double check to make sure my saw is in the right angle, and I'm ready to make the cut. Now this is the outside bottom, this is the inside bottom, and I marked it at 19 and 5/8. I'm holding up my template here to make sure the cut's going to be in the right direction, and the saw is going to cut it at the right angle here, and then I know I'm good to go for that cut. And again, upside down. This is the bottom, but you want to put it face up when you're making the cut. Okay, now if I hold this up, you can see what the inside to outside edge is going to look like. Get into a little bit of angle here. You can see this bottom lines up right with the edge of the wall there. And that's what you want. Now I'm ready to shoot in place. So my next piece is going to be this little section here. Once again, from the edge to edge on the bottom, and I got 5 1/4. So in order to make this other outside edge, I had to swing the saw around to this 45, and I marked from here to here at my 5 1/4. So I'm ready to make this cut. And as you can see, this piece is going to fit nicely right on this edge. So to check to see if you have your saw set up correctly, I like to take my template. This is the outside template that's going to be used for that cut that I showed you. And you're going to hold it up on your saw like this, and you're going to make sure that this angle right here is in the right direction. Because you're cutting two angles. You're cutting this angle and you're cutting the inside cut. Another thing to keep in mind is that you want to think upside down. So this is the bottom of my profile, but I'm going to hold it up towards the top edge as I'm making the cut. Now I left this end loose, not nailed in, because I wanted to check with my template. That's why it's good to have these templates to see how my cut is. And if I need to, I can rotate either one of these, push it up, rotate it up or down to make an adjustment if need be. And once I know I have a good placement, then I will shoot this end in. This next piece is going to be going from here to here, and it's over 12 feet. I have 12-foot length, so I'm going to have to overlap two pieces to make this work, and I'll show you how to do that. So I got this next long piece set up on my sawhorse, and it's nice to have a little pony walls for some extra support there. And I'll show you, I'm going to cut this piece a little differently now. This is my inside piece, and I want to get that angle, so I'm going to actually hold this long piece up against my fence like this to get this cut. So I'm basically going to hold it flush against this fence, and you can kind of feel it when it's kind of right in the right spot, and then I'm just going to make this cut holding it just like that. And as you can see, that left me with all the right angles that I need. So I flipped this around after making that cut here, and I am going to
Well, I flipped it both ways because I wanted this cut inside edge 45. This is going to be the transitionary piece between this long piece and the next short piece that I have to lay on top of. Now, if you don't feel comfortable making some of these cuts, you can pick up one of these Craig Crown Pro. They're jigs, and they basically will help you. They sit on your saw like that. They will help you hold those difficult cuts more steadily in place. And they also have like instructions on the box, which I kind of find would be helpful for somebody who's just starting out with this. And it comes with an angle measuring tool. This basically spreads apart, and it tells you the angle that you have on your wall. If you want to get into that, that's another YouTube video. So I'll show you how to use this Craig jig. Basically, make sure you have it set up so that it's not in the path of your blade. I've made that mistake before, and you'll chop off part of your jig. So just get your molding on there, make sure you're going in the right direction. And the Craig jig also has this feature on the bottom that you can adjust make sure you're set at a 45-degree angle on the bottom here. That's important if you're doing 45. Okay, so get your jig set up. Make sure you're lined up with your cut. Get your blade going nice and fast. And it's that easy. So me and Scott are getting ready to hang this piece. It's kind of long, and it helps to have a helper when doing this. The way I did it before is you could also put a little finish nail over there just to hold it in place while you tack this in. So we're going to get ready and get this piece in place. So Scott's here, and we're doing this piece on the end. And I want to explain or have Scott explain how he measures this piece, because when you have a short overlapping piece, you want to make sure that you get your rotation right.
Because you could be, I could bring the top out considerably, or I could bring the bottom out considerably, and that would throw off your corner. So he's cutting this crown with the top basically 2 1/4 inches from the intersection of the wall and the ceiling. So what we want to do is make sure that the top is still running at the 2 1/4 and there. So I'm placing it at that, and then we're making sure that we nail it at that location.
Great, yeah, because the fence is set up at 2 1/4. So we just have to make sure we make the cut with the top butted against the fence.
We'll be nailing this as soon as Steve gets me a nail gun.
Oh, okay, I'll be right there.
Oh, and
there you go.
Here's the nail gun. Let's hope it works.
Yeah, it's been dudding out of. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it just misfires. I'm taking my measurement here, and we have from the edge to this edge right here, it looks like about 5 3/4. So that's going to be my bottom. I'm going to cut that at 5 3/4, and I'm going to make sure that when I make my cut, it's sitting on top of the fence where this is the top side, so I get an accurate piece in here.
Well, thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you in your projects of doing some crown molding around the house. As you can see, crown molding really adds a lot to a home. I think it kind of steps it up a notch and gives it a little bit more of an elegant look. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer your questions in the comment section here. And if you liked what you saw here, please support my channel. Have a great one.